Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Ottawa, Canada. And this week I am showcasing some products that will be in the new catalog. I can't find mine, just a sec. So this is the new annual catalog. It will be live for customers next Tuesday, May the 3rd. And there are a lot of beautiful things in here. I always take mine to Staples and get it spiral bound. And I find it just so much easier to use. I'm actually going to do a couple of videos showing how I get ready for the new annual catalog, how I set up my catalog, how I set up my stamps and dies, things like that, in case anyone's interested. Someone asked me, so I thought it'd be fun to do. So, because we're getting a new catalog, also a reminder that the last chance list is coming to a close. Hey Phyllis. And so if there's things on it that you want, you should get them. And I did forget to check, maybe Phyllis could check for me and see if the tasteful labels, we're using this one today. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. I don't think this is in the new catalog. 152-886. 152-886. Wondering if it's already sold out. Pretty sure it's on the last chance list. Maybe Phyllis can check for us. So we are using that today, and then we're using new product. On Monday, I introduced you to the new in colors. Let's move this out of the way. I can't show you inside until next Tuesday. So we have 5 new in colors that are introduced with every new catalog. They are around for 2 years. And sometimes they do come back up when we do a color refresh. And so these are the ones for 2022-2024. And there is a bunch of coordinating products. So we have Starry Sky, Orchid, Oasis, maybe, Tahitian Tide, Sweet Sorbet, and this is like a test. Here's the blend, Parakeet Party. So 5 really bright, vibrant colors this year. They're really fun to work with, and they actually really coordinate nicely together. So those are the new in colors. And with the new in colors, you can get ink, stamp pads, the blends, the stamp pads, and the Stampin' Right markers. This pack of Tea Boutique, so this particular suite coordinates with the new colors. There's cards and envelopes and paper. And then there's always a pack of paper, a new design of the 6x6, and they have a pack in this year's in colors, last year's in colors, and then all the other color families. Obviously, the cardstock is available in 8.5 by 11 individual packs. And then there's a combo pack, which is always good to get to see which are your favorite colors. 12 by 12, glitter paper, ombre glitter paper, in color, the matte dots, which we're probably going to use today, baker's twine, and then ribbon in all the different colors. So on Monday, I showed you this cute little card that I made featuring the Tea Boutique cards and envelopes. Aren't they sweet? I just love them. There we have the glitter paper. There we have the ribbon. And we're going to be using this, the set with this die, these dies in it. And this one is from, you'll have to check back. I don't remember. Everything's so new now. And then what we did is I wrapped the little Hershey nuggets with the beautiful Tea Boutique paper. And then we put them in this little I think it's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 box. These are going away, I know. And then we have the glitter paper again, and there's the boutique paper. with the little teapot cut out of it. So that was Monday's project, just showing you so that you see some of the new in colors. Today we're going to be working with not this, but I just wanted to show you. These are the new designs, and I stripe, polka dot, a gingham, and floral. So in all, the in colors, all 5 colors. We are going to be working with Sun Prints Designer Series paper. This paper, oh my gosh, it is beautiful. So it only has a few colors: gray granite, night of navy, Pacific Point, and starry sky. So you can see the difference between starry sky and night of navy. Hey Judith. So it's a beautiful color palette, but the papers, oh, I want to show you some of the larger pieces instead of this little swatch. So the one we're going to be using today is this one. So this is the gray granite. The reverse is these beautiful ferns. There's actually a new fern 3D embossing folder, which is really pretty. And we're going to use this one today as well. So get a gray granite side, Sun Prints, yeah, that's what they're called. And then a funky little back. And then this piece is one of, I want to find the bigger piece in the pack so I can show you the whole sheet. It's one of those ones that's awesome, but you have to think about how you're going to cut it. So here's what it looks like, the whole piece. Throwing stuff around here. So we're actually using this little piece because for my paper sampler I did use this piece. And so today we're using this little section. But of course, if you think about how you cut it, I cut it 3, I think. I'll check. Okay, thanks Phyllis. So Tasteful Labels are retiring. The dies and the embossing folder are 20% off. Okay, so must mean they still have them. Okay, so I'm using this little section, and then this would be a beautiful background as well. And then on the back is this beautiful blue, looks like a blue sky to me. Well, it looks like kind of a stormy sky, but very pretty. So that's that sheet. So as you can see, here's another little piece I have left over that will make a beautiful card. And we have this beautiful ferns, and these look like little dandelions. We'll be getting dandelions soon in our yard. Another gray granite, very pretty. And then this one you can see the lighter blues, Pacific Point and Starry Sky probably. Yeah. And then this looks like cement to me. I love this. Oh, actually, this one you can hardly see, but there is some really, really faint writing on it. I'm just seeing if you can actually see. Oh yeah, you can. I mean, it's really light. I could not possibly tell you what it says. And then this splattered one, and then one of the stamps is also got this splatter. So that's pretty cool. And then a beautiful stripe. So the paper is really, really pretty. I can see ordering another pack of that already. Hi, Pat. My chair. I want to say it's from Overuse. The little thing that makes it go up and down is not going up and down. Nature's Prints is the coordinating stamp set with this paper, as well as Natural Prints dies. And I've used these today. So I'll show you what they look like. The font is beautiful. Just really, really pretty. I love fonts that have 2 different types of fonts. And lots of ones that you can use from stamped images. This wreath, it's kind of round, so I like it, but I cut it up. And this is really pretty. So we're using that. We're also using scallop contours. These are carrying over, and we're using this one. And Tasteful Labels, we're using the small circle. So this is going away. I cannot tell you how much I use these dies. Every week for sure. Hey Linda. This designer series paper is so pretty. All right, so we're going to make 2 cards, one with the gray granite paper and then one with more of the navy paper of the sun prints. All right, let's start with this one. Get all my little pieces. As you know, when I design, I kind of know what I'm doing, but not really. So as I mentioned, the dies cut out the stamped images. So there's this one that looks kind of like wheat to me. This one looks like more like a fern, and there's another one I just didn't do it. So I also like to cut out just the image to give it kind of a shadow. This is more intricate than I thought. Like once you stamp it and cut it out, I like it. And then I also did the same thing in vellum. So that gives you a really pretty, with a little bit of twine. So these are for our card. I don't know how I'm going to use them yet, but I will figure it out. Okay, let me show you my mistake. Or it's not a mistake. Nothing's a mistake. Basic white card base, 8.5 by 11. No. 8.5 by 5.5. Just fold it in half. I just used even regular, it's not the thick. Then gray granite, 4 by 5.25, and I've gone ahead and die cut out some pieces. I was going to say, where are they? So I did die cut out some pieces that I'm going to use. Then I have this piece of the designer series paper. It's going to go on the bottom. I'm deciding if I want to put my twine around it. That's why I haven't put anything down yet. So this one is 2 inches by 3 3/4, and this one is, I want to say 3 inches. 3.5. Is that 2? 2 by 3.5. Now when I do cut it down, I did cut it down to 4 because typically I do 4, like I would use this as a neck space. So just in case I came up with another card I wanted 4, I can always trim it down. So this is going to go like this. I'm going to go ahead and put this down for sure. This is how this part's going to go. I'm just wondering about where I want this. This card design I used to do all the time with a little paper on the bottom and a little paper. Oh. That's the only bad thing about when you have such beautiful paper. Now I'm going to get my silicone mat because when I put the glue down it might go through. All right, no, so that's the wrong way. So it's almost square. It's 3 3/4 by 3.5. Okay. Now our little piece for the top. And I always like to cover my seam with either ribbon. Make sure this is not, there is a right side up for this. Ribbon or something to hide the seam. So for this one I opted for, and I'll tell you, I had this on my desk, a little piece of vellum. Very subtle, but I think it'll be pretty. My mat needs to be cleaned. Hopefully I won't glue it too. Now I'm just checking this because I only want to go as far as this. So I can go almost the whole way because I don't want the glue showing through. All right. Now this is the little piece from the scallop contour dies. That was my second attempt. My first attempt, I did stamp off with the images. So I used these two. So I did stamp off, but I thought it was still a bit hard to see the sentiment. I used all the same color. So gray granite. So then I did it again, and I stamped off like 3 or 4 times. You can see it's really, you can hardly even see it there. And then did the sentiment. I like this one better, so that's the one we're going with. And we're going to pop this up because I don't really know what I'm doing with the rest of the things yet. So I may not put it down, but I'll get it ready. So what I was deciding is I do want to put, so it's going to look like that. This is going to go around here. And I'm going to wait to attach it because I'm not sure if I want to wrap linen thread around. No, I don't. Because it would have to come up here. It can go through though. I'm going to wait till after I design up my greenery stuff. Okay, so let's just put it here so we know what it's going to look like. So we'll save that one. I'll use it for something else. So now I have my die cut ones, definitely not using more than one. And I have my ones that I just cut out of paper. I do have some vellum ones as well. I'm thinking though that I might like it like, kind of like this. So it's a bit big for over there. It does hide all of this. I don't know why I was worried about that. Might need to go over here. Let's try the fern. I do have ferns in our backyard. Not yet, but see, I do have the fern thing going on here, but I kind of like the other one better. Let's stick with this one. And because I'm going to do it like this, I'm going to tie a little ribbon and make it look like a little bow. Okay, so now that I know I'm going to do that, let's go ahead and put this on. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to finish it up, but now I know. Making sure this is the right side. Have you ever done that? You glue it down and then you realize your card opens this way? Yeah, I've done that. All right, now for this side, maybe we'll put a couple of these little ones behind. I don't really want to put it on top because I'm going to be putting the ribbon on this side. I'm going to grab a couple of the vellum ones. I have white too. White might be nice. So maybe a white one. And there are also these little small ones. And I like these little small ones. There's 3 different punches. No, they're not punches, they're dies. 3 different dies. So you can do quite a few at the same time. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this out to see if I like it. Got that, got that, got that. And then I think that with a little bow here. Now we have to be careful the bow doesn't cover up our words. All right. Thinking this really has to go upright like this. It would be better on this side because then the bow can come down here. All right, let's switch it. Yeah, that'll be better. So we'll have these 3 here. I'll attach them in a second. And then we'll have this and this like that. And then we'll tie it with a bow. Perfect. Progress. Does anyone else have this set? It's my first time playing with it. So I kind of want these to be together, but I want the top to not be together. I think I want it, which way do I want the shadow? I also have a vellum shadow. 3 shadows is 1, 2, oh no, maybe that's pretty. Yes. I was just about to say 3 shadows is 1 too many, And now I'm adding the third one. So I'll do one on each side. I'm going to put this one a bit higher. All right. Okay, let me put this on. No. So these have to go behind here. And we don't want them all the same height. So we want a tall white, and we want to remember this is going to go down a little bit. We want a tall white, then a not so tall, and then the little one. And I've already got a dimensional here, so this might be trickier than... Okay, this is coming off. Otherwise, it'll be too hard to get everything exactly how I want it. So I want the white one. Oh, we have to go reverse order. So I want the white one, the little white one. Then the gray granite, but not quite full height. And then the white one. So the white one has no glue holding it, so I'm going to put a little glue dot there. Yeah. Now I don't want it too high because I don't want it going off the card. So that's a bit too high. Crank her down a little bit. Okay, I like it. Let's go ahead and put this on, and then we'll do our little bouquet and we'll be all done. This card. This seemed to take a while. So we need one more dimensional. Now we have this one, so I'm going to tie it around and make it look like a little bouquet. All right. See if I can get this tied. I hope linen thread never goes away. If it did, I would buy like 100 packs. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, so we don't want it quite that big. Okay, so we'll just trim this off, and I think that's going to be good. Now, we already have this popped up, so I'm not going to pop this up. I'm going to put glue dots where I think I remember they're supposed to be. All right, let's see if that's going to work. There. All right, that's very pretty. I think it needs like pearls or something. I think pearls will be the best. We could do brushed metallic. No, I think it's feminine and it needs pearls. Basic pearls. Sometimes it's those basic ones that you forget to use. Nothing like a good old pearl. Ooh, and I see something else I need to use. Okay, I want the other pack because I want some of this size. You can tell that's the size I use most because it's all gone. Put a big one down here. All right. So there's our first card. Oh, yes. Wink of Stella. I'll just do it quickly. It definitely shows up really well on this color. There we go. All right, now I think it's ready. I'll save all these little pieces because I definitely will use them for another card because I love this paper. That one we might use. Best wishes and happy thoughts. I think it's really pretty. And you could take this stamp and then stamp it in here as well. And do your envelopes, obviously. All right, now onto the blue card. So we have our base, white again. This paper just really speaks to white and then whatever the other color is. Night of Navy. I did cut out this die, and then I'm not going to use it in this card because it covers up the beautiful paper. And then this is from that beautiful piece that had all the border. So this is the section I'm using. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, definitely need a couple of packs of this paper, especially because we'll have it all year. So when we have papers for a whole year, I typically get at least 2 packs. I only got one though, because I always get one first to see if I think I'm going to like it. I don't know why I thought I would not like this. Well, I didn't think I wouldn't like it, but. All right, this is going to go on. Now when you have other papers that are exactly 5.5, sometimes you need to do a bit of trimming. So I always make sure I either line it up at the top or the bottom. Because when you flip it over, you can see I might trim off a little bit of that. That's just me being picky. Okay, so instead of the blue one, I did vellum. The blue one is really nice, but it was covering everything up. So I went with blue. And then I went with the sentiment, hello there, which we're going to just put like that. So this is from the Retiring Tasteful Labels dies. This blue paper is incredible. Okay, so that's going to go like that. Now, I did cut out the wreath. I forgot to cut another one out in white. So here's what it looks like in vellum. Let me grab this so you can see it better. And it's really nice how it die cuts. It's even got little indentations, so you have your ferns, your other little greenery. It's really pretty. It'll be pretty as a wreath, but of course, me, I'm chopping it up. So I have this piece that's going to go over here. And this piece that's going to go down here. Good thing I didn't put glue right around the edges. See, it has these little, that's where I cut it off, but I wanted to keep that so I could tuck it in. Okay, that's the base. Then I have another little one I want to tuck in. No, I want that under. And I definitely need something vellum. So let's grab one of these little guys. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, let's try to put a little bit of glue in here. I might have wanted to have done this in a different order, I'm realizing. Now that needs a little trim, otherwise it's going to stick out too much. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these all stuck in here. That one. Start with this one. this one. Whoopsie. I think I have glue on here where I don't really want it, but that's okay. All right, so that looks nice. We have that little section done. Now let me think a little closer about how I'm doing this. So I love this big chunky one. So it's going to go up here. I am going to try to put a bow in here, but it might not work. So I think I'm going to want it about there, over to the side, just because. So then I have other, let's do a little chunk off here. So I've got a leaf, maybe this little chunk. So you're just going to turn it around and lay it down. See what you can cut off so it still looks good. I think this one. And then you just trim it where you're cutting it so that that particular leaf looks good. And same with down here. So I want this little ferny part. Yeah, I like that. And then maybe one of these vellum ones out the back. All right, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a good idea. Don't worry, Judith, I will be using glue dots. Sometimes it's hard to tuck them in. So this, I think I'm going to do glue. And you only need a tiny little bit. Sometimes it's easier if you get them all aligned, but for this one, I don't know. It's this little one that I want to go in first. Then let's try this one in back. I could always tuck this behind this piece, but oh, okay, it worked. And then this one, right, like that. All right, let's see how that looks. I feel like a lot of precision work today. That's pretty. And I'm going to put dimensionals here. Use up these little corner pieces. That might be a bit too big. All these tiny little pieces. May as well use them. All right, and then we can check. I do have this from the Fan Baker's Twine pack. So I'm going to see about doing a little bow to the side. White would be nice as well, but I have a lot of white going on here. My idea was that the bow, is that straight? Let's just try a bow. We'll just tie a bow and see what it looks like. Okay. I don't want it really big, so I'm just going to make a tiny little bow. Oh, I think this is going to work. I was thinking of doubling it, but that would be too big. And just for Judith, a glue dot. I can't go a whole Facebook Live without using glue dots, although I did use them already. So because this is so tiny, I can spread the glue dot out, and I'm putting these so that they fan out and they kind of stick onto the glue dot, so that they're not going to fall over the sentiment. Now I don't really have anything to put Wink of Stella on, sadly. You're welcome. I aim to please. And now we just need something up here. Let me look. I'm trying to think of what we have that's blue, and I know we do have something blue. Or polished dots might be pretty. Okay, that's a possibility. And genial gems, pastel pearls. No, wrong colors. I know we have some blue something, but I don't see them here. Iridescent. Ooh, that's pretty too. No, it's too pinky. Gotta keep it to the blues. Oh, blue gems. Nope. That's what you think. So I'm thinking, oh, I know we have, oh, hey, hello. I know we have something blue, and then you pull it out and you realize, yeah, no. That's what is so wonderful about Stampin' Up. Well, one of the things is their color coordination. Hello, look at these ones. I even have them sitting right there. All right, and they're ombre. So I think for this one, I do have some light blue up here, kind of, so let's pick the kind of darkest. Can't really see that. I think this one's too light. No, not feeling it. Switching to polished dots to try. This could take a while. Metallic pearls, yes, we could try those. Let's try these though, because I think the white on the blue might look pretty. Yeah, I like that. And then we can do another little one down here. Okay, that was a lot of decision making for my poor little brain. But these ones, I don't know. I know the color combination's good. I just didn't like the look of them with this particular card. Whew! All right, so today's card features the beautiful new Nature's Prints stamp set and coordinating dies. And I'll get my labels done. That's one of the things I do when I get my new catalog. So the dies and the stamp set. Also, the coordinating paper called Sun Prints Designer Series paper. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. There we go. And they look quite different with the gray granite and the more navy Pacific Point colors. So thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it if you like or share my video. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you'll know when I go live. Okay, out of the corner of my eye, I just remembered this ribbon. So this is the new metallic Starry Sky. So this is Starry Sky. I'm just gonna tie a little bow, see if I like it. So this beautiful metallic ribbon comes in all the new in colors, and it's kind of like that brass one we had, or copper one we had a few years ago. Ooh, I might like this better. Oh, yes. Redo. Let's see if I can do it without wrecking everything. Do you ever do this? Like really take apart your card and change something? I do all the time. Hey, I keep it real. So we're going with Starry Sky. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Now the one thing fun about this ribbon, and I'll show you, I think I'll just leave this one like this, but what you can do, and you know what I like about this? It sticks really out far, so I don't have to worry about the glue dot thing. So on Monday's card, what I did is I just took my little pokey tool and I went like this on each side of the ribbon. That idea was from Pat. Thank you, Pat. And then you get a different look for your bow. But I think I'm just gonna keep this one plain. But I do like that look. This ribbon is so pretty. Okay, glue dot. Judith, another glue dot. I think this ribbon is just a little more elegant than just the baker's twine. Yes, I like it. All right, let's try that again. Here are my 2 cards using the Sun Prints Designer Series paper. So thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it. And I won't go through the whole like and share my page because I already did that. Okay, I'll be back Friday, Fun Fold Friday. And I don't know what the weather's like where you live, but we had snow this morning. Snow. It didn't stay, but it snowed for quite a while. But it's supposed to be beautiful this weekend. And I just realized I got a pop-up from a flower farm that I follow saying, Mother's Day this weekend. I said, what? It's Mother's Day this weekend? So, yeah, maybe Friday we'll do something for Mother's Day. And it will be a fun fold, and it will be focusing on one of the new papers. And I think it's going to focus on the Happiness Abounds, that beautiful floral paper and stamp set and dies. That's what we'll use on Friday. So I hope to see you then. In the meantime, have a great night.